Before Dark Souls was the age of cucks. Shit was easy, no one gave a shit about stories. Clearly, everything before 2011 was garbage. I was only 9 years old at that point, so I don't count. That's how it works, I can say that. But after Dark Souls is when the age of Chads began. Just to get it out there, I've never played the first Dark Souls, so I'm not in the age of Chads either. The first time I ever played anything from get it, was 2014. So if I wasn't in the age of cucks, and if I'm not in the age of Chads, then what does that make me? Oh my god, it's all coming together. Anyway, I'm sure no one has ever talked about this little game before. Okay, don't worry, I'm not gonna talk about just the game. I'm gonna talk about the story. I'm sure that's unique. Cut me some fucking slack, aight? There are a million other people who are better at talking about the story of Dark Souls than I could ever be. But here's the catch. They're all smart. Meanwhile, I am a pussy. I bet you've never heard a pussy talk about Dark Souls before. For fuck's sake. The first time I ever played a hard game was Dark Souls 2. Yeah, stop your booze, I get it, not a good place to start. But I got my ass handed to me on the first boss. I was a dumbass. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I went from the tutorial to the hard area first cause I didn't even bother fucking exploring. And I died a lot. Now that's just classic for a Dark Souls game. Now you see, this is where you probably went to watch a fucking guide. But you see, I was a special breed of dumb. I just left and didn't play it for like 2 years. Blasphemy. I know. 2 years later though, with some extra chest here and my clock slightly larger, I decided I was ready to come back. And I was just as fucking stupid as when I left. I still died on the first boss. And this is where the doubts started coming in. Am I a failure? Am I not the god gamer I'm meant to be? Do I need my chalky milk? And after self-contemplation, I decided to fuck off and play DFIO. But you see, this is where the change would occur. I, like the 1000 IQ man I am, started thinking, how the fuck did other people finish this? So I checked out a Dark Souls walkthrough and found that you're supposed to start with the other easier area first, which I didn't even know existed because I didn't explore. Anyway, fast forward and I finished it. I'm someone who loves challenging games now. That shit is fun. Basically what I'm trying to say is, From Software games is like doing anal. The first time you're gonna be confused and hurt, but eventually you'll spread your cheeks and ask for more. But that's not what this is about. Recently I've been getting into how From Software tells its stories, and it's somewhat pretty unique because to me it's a new thing. I'm gonna use Dark Souls 3 as an example of this because I haven't played 1 and I don't understand what the fuck happened in 2. The story just has a way of making the journey feel epic, even from the first 2 minutes of the opening cutscene. Just look at this.
Farron's Undead Legion, the Abyss Watchers.
I can change the situation completely and it'll still look badass. Me and the boys in April getting ready to play some basketball. The point is that they have a way of making it very immersive, especially when you don't know what the fuck is going on. But afterwards, when you play it together, it's awesome. It's like a jigsaw puzzle except pain. Pretty much every story thread is a tragedy. Oh, it's on pretty cool nights, so you have to kill them. Oh, this guy is nice. He dies because of you. Oh my god, this onion person is so fucking wholesome. I just wanna bake him cookies. Dead. Hey, at least this guy likes me. You burn him alive and send him to eternal hell. But hey, it's all fine because it's epic. Every single thing in their games tells you a bit about the world around you. Every item has a description, from a dragon tooth to literal shit. They don't bother actually explaining in person anything, but that's a good thing. The creator loves fucking making us feel insignificant. You fight a giant who was betrayed by his people and he's lonely. Epic. You fight warriors who sold their soul to a cause, only for it to be a hopeless fight. Hell yeah. And I don't know what these guys wanted. I guess communism. Regardless to say, I love the atmosphere they make with their environments and items. I learn more about life lessons from Dark Souls item descriptions than I do from literal philosophy professors. You can tell who plays From Software games without even looking at them. You see, we have a kind of an aura, a spiritual pressure. The story never sacrifices difficulty for atmosphere. You'll come up to a great beautiful view where the sun shines on you after difficult battles, and it'll turn into horror just as quickly as you go through hallways filled with dismantled humans in cages who grab at anything and other disturbing shit, all often accompanied by this eerie soundtrack in the background that just makes you, especially for the bosses, you'll go from breathtaking environment and difficult battles to difficult battles again and again, only to realize that all of it speaks to you. If you take a moment and think about what's actually going on, you will feel so much more than just rage. When you walk in and are greeted with a cult that cannibalizes others, chanting and praying to fire as dead bodies litter the ground, or when you come face to face with an honorable king who was erased from history, yet his movements are just as deadly and elegant as a king should be. Combine this with actually reading the item descriptions, and the level of immersion you'll feel can only be matched by a handful of stories. And the imagery is inspired by Berserk. I mean, what more do you need? Not to mention their next game, ELDEN Ring, looks so much more impressive. I mean, just listen to some of the dialogue, it sounds so sexy.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition, someone must extinguish thy flame.
No wonder it's one most anticipated game, cause it is. I bet the story for it is going to be much more intriguing as well.